On today's episode, we'll be talking about some of the stories that appeared with Dada Joe and some other guys who were arrested for fraud-related cases. Now, Yanyan say Dada Joe are popularly known as Dada Joe Remix accepted plea deal. And we'll be giving you details on that story. Nano yawaha ena FBI for ebefa right friend on Daddy Joe Remix, as most people know him now. Things were not as grim as we expected it to be, because we even heard that he was celebrating his birthday, which we heard an audio about. Now all can say he's celebrating his birthday and stuff like that. Let's listen to that audio.
Anyway, what's up, fellas? This is Dada Joe. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Just it's a little message to let you guys know I'm so good, keeping up the spirit, and I'm looking this bitch.
But why they slang me?
I'm going to surprise you guys very soon.
Why they slang me? If I tell them somebody bring me the birthday present, I go hold for you. The jollof and the cake. You can mind us.
From what we know already, Dada Joe investigations started by 2013, and it has gone on till present. So as far back as 2013, and FBI for discover say there is a number that ends it with 8091. Now this number was discovered to be part of a fraud syndicate, and that's a number that was used to fraud other people. And Tracy, you could see that number actually was registered in the name of Dada Joe. Now, that was one of the reasons that incriminated Dada Joe or linked him to that fraud chain of frauds now, which has gone on at that time for up to 10 years. And that is how he was arrested. Now, after his arrest, and Sunday can kind or celebrating a birthday, but then people are wondering, say, up to today on Anase and Nino, how is his case going? And what are some of the charges that were pinned on him? Let's go through it. Somebody whose name was Samsu Fafana was arrested in 2022 and was charged with fraud. And per investigations, Omuko Hun say that number was one of the numbers that he was sending money to, and I say he was working with, linked to. And when he was rearrested later on, he actually confessed that One Dada Joe Remix and a year ejuma, and that's on in a year fraud. So his oyene partner was at the end, and allegedly now was sending up to $2 million at the amount Dada Joe Remix. So based on some of these things that were highlighted, that is how Dada Joe was charged. When the FBI went into Dada Joe's financial records, they found out that he has been receiving money we use two accounts. The first one is under the name Jokwab Estates, and then the second one was JB Football Academy. It's not these two accounts, and or the jiska and answer or the money transactions bebrea or Now these accounts took a lot of money from a lot of people. When Dada Joe was actually confronted with all these evidence, Sika Wajia first those accounts now, or who said these accounts are yours. And they are once these monies or these transactions came through these accounts, and they say you are involved somehow. Got to a point Dada Joe a year and Adrian say obey take a plea deal. And then with time to nothing, Adrian so yes, and then he goes like man a time kakra. So it was a little bit of back and forth with him and the FBI agents as to say obeje plea deal no anase onje. And with all that in mind, you see June imu and the final plea deal to Dada Joe and him say this time around, if he's not ready to take the plea deal, they'll go to trial. They actually gave him a plea deal that he cannot, with conditions that he cannot postpone or reject this time around. I would say, which is the first one is conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and the second one is conspiracy to commit money laundering. Now, the plea deal was to drop the second one, which is conspiracy to commit money laundering, and then they went ahead to charge him with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. So that is the plea deal that Dada Joe actually accepted. The details of that will be, say, Dada Joe tum say, sa romance cam no mo hyehyɛ ne lawyers ne ade na omode to amanfo mrade de gi sika ka sɛ omo wo gold bi ne ade ne nyinaa no ogya tum sɛ ono na yeye anase ono ne omo ka ne ho na yeye naturally no anase normally no nanka conspiracy to commit wire fraud will attract a sentence of up to 20 years for the maximum. The betima sentence so 20 years, 19 years, 18, ever from depending on all situation. But the plea deal that Dada Joe accepted, say, or no, you be man maximum of 9 years. Now, you can say plea deal, most of you understand it, but then it actually stems from the fact that bema omu bibi ama omate en fie ana kwadu omode bo no omate asotwe no omate so amount. That means you give something in return for them reducing your sentence for you. So in Dada Joe's case, they said they will give him maximum of 9 years. That means based on so mudi asem na se na ebeko no. So ka se maximum obetimi ama no 9 no obetimi ama no 8 obetimi ama no 6 obetimi ama no 3. So these were some of the details of the plea deal given to Dada Joe Remix. And on top of that too, Dada Joe also agreed, say, he has caused a lot of loss to a lot of people. And because of that, he was going to pay some of the money back. That's Obetuye's can be back to some of the people now who are frauding off their money. No? The amount listed there was $4.4 million US dollars. And then again in the deal was say omunya charging he has no or he forfeits his rights to go for an appeal. That means omunya onyajitum say I'm guilty of what you're saying and therefore I'm taking that charge that mode to mesono metua nipa nisika up to be $4.4 million na mo. The account be me say ontimi nsan ka se asem ne monument di ni ye ntimi ko appeal me kofa lawyers nama ko appeal. So that one is off the table for Dada Joe. Then say oye den asa range na e dia no that is between maximum of 9 years eba no enye dia obajimu baako e dia ahye no. So with all this in mind, Dada Joe is have been given 14 days to bring any objections that he has. And if there are any objections other people have, I think they can submit it within the 14 days that he's been given. And then the sentence in Nankasano is to be given on the 8th of September. Until then, 14 days they try and say obetimi enya lawyers be ama objected the omo kana na bibisa, but if not 14 days in the choma, that will be the end of it. With all that, now you say who say Dada Joe a deep plea deal no regulations so that is first of all payments to the people that he's hurt no up to $4.4 million no oye bibia send the opeso ye oboa okopreti in the investigations questions also answer the people he has to talk to, the people he has to talk about and stuff like that. Or yet transparent with the finances so that they know say usika semni bibia no wa ma bibia to na kwam kama ama omenyo sika na wutua ama omo no na wan ye appeal sembia at any point then the sentence no he knows and he's sure say it's not going to be more than 9 years, and it can be as low as a year or even less depending on how he's able to cooperate with the FBI. All right, but then if he does anything apart from what's written in the plea deal, then Dada Joe Remix. So following Dada Joe Remix's case, Now it's one who say yehwa yehune say he has not been too I can't say onye asodin bebre when it comes to him and the FBI. The only part was time manner or agree to some of the plea deals, and then he goes back to say so manner time kakra and so on and so forth. Those are the times are not on your forthcoming enough. But as at this point, that what say obey payment to the victims of his, and the other part of the deal, no, so be this one there. That means now he's fully focusing with the FBI, and hopefully his sentence is not going to be as much as some people have it. Now the question comes up: say, is it even worth it as youth of Ghana to indulge yourself or get involved in these kind of activities? Yes, people are getting money, big money out of it. Yes, people feel like it's a payback to, some other people. And then there are a whole lot of explanations around it. But mibisa wo a wo me say, is it worth it? Say you go through all these stress to and then maybe even in the end just so you have a smaller sentence, because prison that day one day is not small and ketewa. Nti say you can 2 years 4 years 1 years na you can we minimum maximum 9 years ebi abeka say so, but a prison no koda enye vacation no woko no aka say woko chile. So is it worth it? Say what the time and no effort ebe share fraudulent activities more just to have a car and some money in your bank account for a while, and then later you have to go through all this stress. I'm not going to judge for you. You know what is good for you, but then you can also share your views and thoughts in our comment section so that other people can hear what you think about it. This has been a Grow today. My name is Lenz Vosa. See you next time.